The Golden Bachelorette. Joan Vassos reveals shocking relationship milestone with Chock Chapple. December 31, 2024. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. The Golden Bachelorette couple, Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple, have shared that they'll be spending New Year's Eve in Chock's hometown of Wichita, Kansas, which is a new milestone for the lovebirds, because Joan has shockingly never been to Chock's home before. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 wrapped filming in July 2024, but the season finale didn't air until November 13, so they couldn't go public till then. Chock and his children spent Thanksgiving and Christmas at Joan's home in Rockville, Maryland, but now Joan is spending time at Chock's house for the first time to ring in 2025. Joan and Chock shared a video from the airport, revealing that they were off to Wichita for New Year's Eve, after spending Christmas at Joan's home in Rockville, Maryland. In an Instagram story, Joan and Chock shared a video from the airport, revealing that they were off to Wichita for New Year's Eve, after spending Christmas at Joan's home in Rockville, Maryland. Chock shared that it was Joan's first trip there, but then corrected himself and said that Joan had been there for his hometown date. However, Joan said that she didn't think that the hometown date counted because it took place at Chock's friend Roger's ranch and not at Chock's actual home. Joan shared that they were going to spend lots of time in Wichita, and she was going to meet all of his friends and celebrate New Year's Eve there. They both gushed that they were excited. Chock added that it was going to be a lot of fun, and he promised to keep fans up to date about their trip. What Joan's first Kansas visit means for Chock Chapple relationship. Although it's shocking that Joan has never been to Chock's home in Wichita, when they've been engaged for about 6 months from the start, she made it clear that she'd never leave her family, which includes her 4 adult children, her 3 grandchildren, her 92-year-old mother, and her mother-in-law, who's her late husband John's mom. It makes sense that, when Joan and Chock were finally able to reveal their relationship to the world, they chose to spend their time in Joan's hometown, especially since it was during the holiday season. Also, Chock's adult children live on the East Coast, so he's actually closer to them when he visits Maryland. However, it's fantastic that Joan is willing to spend New Year's Eve with Chock in Wichita, because it shows that she's not completely opposed to devoting time to his hometown as well. Joan and Chock have decided to keep their own homes in Maryland and Kansas, and then also get a place of their own together in New York City. Even though Joan's family is her top priority, she's making room in her life for Chock too. Our take on Joan's first visit to Kansas. While it might seem as though Joan has put more emphasis on her hometown than Chock's, the fact of the matter is that the Golden Bachelorette was her season. She made her intentions clear from the start by stating that she'd never leave her family, so all of her suitors knew exactly what they were getting themselves into before they even met her. Still, it's a bit surprising that Joan hasn't been to Chock's Wichita home yet, but he doesn't seem to mind at all. Chock's priority is making Joan happy, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to keep that beautiful smile on her face. As an older couple, Joan and Chock have many obligations in their lives, and their relationship is still very new. However, they'll eventually find a good balance. They'll figure out how they'll spend time at their homes in Maryland and Kansas, and also in New York City. Ringing in the new year at Chock's home is a great sign that Joan is just as devoted to him as he is to her. Joan and Chock are very much in love, and they're committed to making sure that their love lasts forever, no matter where they are. First Kansas visit, an Instagram reveal. On December 30, Joan and Chock shared an Instagram story from the airport, announcing their travel plans. "We're off to Wichita for New Year's Eve," Chock exclaimed, radiating excitement. Joan chimed in, clarifying that while she'd been to Wichita before during Chock's hometown date, that visit didn't count. "We were at Roger's ranch," she explained, "not Chock's actual home." Joan shared her enthusiasm about the trip, adding, "I'm so excited to meet more of Chock's friends and spend time in his world." Chock promised fans updates throughout their stay, ensuring Bachelor Nation stays connected to their love story. A symbolic step forward. For Joan, a visit to Wichita is more than just a trip. It signifies her deepening commitment to Chock and his life. From the outset of the Golden Bachelorette, Joan emphasized her devotion to her family in Maryland, which includes her 4 adult children, 3 grandchildren, 92-year-old mother, and late husband's mother. She was upfront with her suitors, stating she wouldn't relocate away from her family. Chock's understanding and acceptance of Joan's priorities have been instrumental in their relationship. Spending the holidays in Maryland allowed him to integrate with Joan's family, and now, Joan's reciprocal gesture by visiting Kansas underscores her willingness to invest in their partnership. A tale of 2 homes. As Joan and Chock navigate their lives together, they've decided to maintain their individual residences in Maryland and Kansas. However, the couple plans to establish a shared home in New York City, a symbolic middle ground that reflects their mutual love for adventure and new beginnings. Joan's decision to visit Wichita for New Year's Eve signals her openness to exploring Chock's roots. While she remains deeply tied to her family in Rockville, her actions demonstrate a growing balance between her personal priorities and their relationship's demands. Fan reactions and speculation. Bachelor Nation fans have been quick to analyze Joan's decision to visit Wichita. While some were surprised that it took 6 months for her to see Chock's home, many applauded her commitment to maintaining her family's central role in her life. Others noted that Chock's willingness to spend time in Maryland first reflects his devotion to Joan's happiness. Joan's priorities have always been clear, one fan commented on social media. This trip to Wichita shows that she's making space for Chock in her life without compromising her values. Building a life together. As an older couple, Joan and Chock face unique challenges compared to younger Bachelor Nation couples. With adult children, grandchildren, and long-standing community ties, their lives are deeply rooted in their respective hometowns. Yet their love story highlights the beauty of compromise and understanding. Joan's visit to Wichita marks the beginning of a new chapter. The couple's plans to split time between their homes and a shared residence in New York City reflect their dedication to building a future together without losing sight of their pasts. What's next for Joan and Chock? Joan and Chock's New Year's Eve celebration in Wichita is just the start of their adventures in 2025. As they continue to merge their lives, fans can expect more milestones and heartwarming updates. Whether it's meeting each other's friends, creating traditions, or navigating the complexities of their blended families, Joan and Chock's journey is an inspiration to Bachelor Nation. Stay tuned for more updates on the Golden Bachelorette's favorite couple as they ring in the new year and embark on their next chapter together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Bachelor Nation News for all the latest on Joan, Chock, and your favorite Bachelor Nation stars.